Welcome to 𝗙𝗶𝗁42 Development Report. Today, we will talk about the latest progress made across the campaign, including relaxation activities, water tech, and electromagnetic gas clouds shared in the latest newsletter by 𝗘𝗶𝗁 Games. My name is Taylor, and I will assist Jack Long today to get this to you. No one in the office really knows what he is doing. He might be still on vacation. Anyway, let's get started. The AI content team focused on enhancing various behaviors in Squadron 42. NPCs were given realistic actions such as eating, exercising, and sleeping during downtime. Job-focused behaviors were developed for Stanton members and those aboard 𝗏𝗏 Station. Dynamic conversations were introduced among deck crew members to create a cohesive atmosphere. NPCs were placed in key areas to enhance the game environment, and their locomotion was improved for more realistic movement. Additionally, speed animations were added for crowd spectators in the Fight Club, along with high-quality fight animations. AI development in Squadron 42 focused on adding reactions to restrained AI, expanding on healing and waking mechanics. The team worked on scenarios involving restrained AI that can be awake, unconscious, or bleeding out. Additionally, AI was programmed to choose cover in gunfight situations and move to new positions. Other improvements included melee attacks, buddy AI, grenade throwing, reactions, and faction-specific combat styles. Animation sets were also refined to enhance the game's visuals. In AI tech, dynamic pathfinding regeneration was finalized, ensuring paths adapt to changes in the environment. NPCs were programmed to enter and exit airlocks during EVA, accounting for ship movement. Tools like Apollo Subsumption and Usable Group Coordinator were improved, enabling better visualization and modification. AI tech also supported existing features and upcoming releases, including creating flow graph nodes for disabling navigation links on platforms and object containers. AI's vehicle feature teams spent the month finalizing the new combat AI, enabling it throughout SQ42. This rework has been in development for a while and improves the overall flight combat in the game. The team are now tuning, tweaking, and improving the combat experience. Animation team conducted a thorough review of parent assets, eliminating broken and unnecessary animations. They continued work on zero-G and takedown animations, including heavy denials and sedative takedowns. Progress was made on various animations, such as personal carriers, animals, janitor behavior, crowd cheering, AI revival, malfunctions, and new mobiGlass animations. Facial animations were refined for AI states. Preparations were made for narrative and character action mocap shoots, as well as gameplay mini-captures. In June, the audio team focused on enhancing game sounds, including ambience, weapons, and UI. AudioCode developed advanced propagation tech for realistic sound travel. The dialogue team refined character breathing and organized dialogue. A performance capture session is planned for July, with a master document to track implemented dialogue. In June, the core engine team successfully integrated recent changes, stabilizing the main development branch. Experiments were conducted on a cooperative threading model for physics code, promising performance enhancements. Editor-side work for generic shapes was completed, with support for multiple subsegments in progress. The 𝗙𝗶𝗁_P4KV20 and MemReplay systems were improved for wider implementation. The physics team provided bug fixes, advanced cantilever beams, and explored solver enhancements. An ImGUI view enabled quick simulation parameter adjustments for character-attached cloth. The entity system tech team implemented improvements and worked on spawning time optimizations and cost visualizations. Async entity loading was enabled in the editor for faster startup and efficiency. In gameplay features, new mobi-glass applications were added, including the 𝗘𝗶𝘁𝗶𝘀𝗃 for universe reference. The personal status app now includes a skills page and attributes page to track player abilities and progress. Custom damage maps were implemented for vehicles and items. The minimap was improved with markers for players, NPCs, and objectives. Character customization was enhanced with new hair rendering tech for changing colors and highlights. In vehicle features, support was provided to design initiatives, including implementing special effects for flying into electromagnetic gas clouds in 𝗘𝗶𝘁𝗍𝗐. Changes were made to enable AI teams to create special set pieces and improve vehicle control through track view. The new aerodynamic flight model and control surfaces were finalized and integrated, along with environmental effects related to master modes. UI enhancements included markers for objectives, destinations, and scanning signatures. The ship loadout terminal and MFDs progressed, and improvements were made to cockpit visuals and boat physics. In the gameplay story department, scenes across the campaign were maintained and improved. Seated poses, data pads, and button heights were updated in specific scenes. Chapter 1 saw expanded animations and dialogue. Chapter 5 received improvements in character introduction, start and end animations, and overall polish. Bridge operator seat setups were approved, unblocking scenes for the cinematics and gameplay story teams. In graphics and VFX programming, the Planet Tech team completed tools and worked on a new water system with region border simulation and render code integrations. Graphics team focused on bug fixes, render thread improvements, and temporal upscaling development. Ray tracing prototype for global illumination and screen space probes were initiated. Gen 12 and Vulkan received bug fixes, GPU resource restructuring, and efficient handling of deferred execution. Graphics and VFX teams collaborated on area map enhancements, UI scaling, and performance improvements. VFX enabled particle library groups in DataForge for weapon effect changes. Fixes were made for fire-related effects, and lightning enhancements were implemented, including timed cascades and ship shield triggers. In level design, a significant effort was made on the 𝗏𝗵 Archon content for Chapter 5, featuring a large walk and talk level with NPC guides and background scenes. The team also worked on interstitial scenes in Stanton and 𝗏𝗏𝗏, including a full pass on an emergency medical triage area in the 𝗏𝗏𝗏's hangar. In narrative, work was done with core gameplay design and audio on player wildlines, covering generic responses and puzzle assistance. The team prepared for a shoot to capture remaining player lines. They synced with level designers to refine scripts based on placeholder audio feedback. Text needs were addressed, including outlining the game's version of 𝗘𝗶𝘁𝗃 and crafting entries for 𝗘𝗏𝗄42. Focus will shift to text requirements and environmental storytelling after capturing remaining content. In R&D, progress was made on atmospheric and volumetric cloud rendering, optimizing transmittance profiles, and implementing temporal upsampling for detailed and stable frames. Tech animation integrated changes to the DNA system, enabling new head assets and enhancing content customization. VFX focused on fire propagation shader requirements and lightning effect improvements. That's it for this time. Make sure to like, subscribe, and don't forget to activate the notification bell to receive all updates on Squadron 42's development, and hopefully we will announce the release schedule soon. Thank you for watching Space Games here on YouTube. See you in the verse.